Hello, my name is Destiny Johnson, and this is my creative critical reflection. The introduction. The title of the film is The Series of Black Male Murders. The genre is crime thriller, and the members in my group are Shyla Louise, Dana Sadahu, and Elijah Khalid. The Series of Black Male Murders is a film following the life of a young girl named Dahlia Johnson, who has been wrongly accused of a series of murders. And though she is in fact innocent, she is being accused due to her violent past, and it's her well-known violent past. And she is brought to the police station where she is being interrogated by a detective while still trying to claim her. Films in my genre. The chosen genre was in fact crime thriller. There are so many films in our genre that we could have chosen for our inspiration. But the ones that I personally chosen for my inspiration are Uncut Gems, Set It Off, and Kill Bill Volumes 1 and 2. The conventions of crime thriller and thriller in general. While the plot or stakes are often over the top, the atmosphere and description are realistic. So even though the story may take place in like a town you never heard of, or like something that's not like humanly possible, like the background and the story is still like real, like real, it can be like realistic. There are typically time limits and restrictions. Just meaning like there's usually like a time limit for a case, or a certain amount of time before the antagonist does something off, like over the top. Lives depend on the protagonist's defeating of the antagonist. This is just saying that people usually depend on the protagonist to defeat the antagonist, because more people can potentially get hurt in certain cases. The threats and obstacles escalate in danger in a cause and effect chain of events. Something may happen in a film due to what someone may have done before. And it's like, because someone did this, I'm gonna do this. And now that they did that, the person's gonna go back and do this something else again, and then that's gonna cause them to react in another way. The production company that we chose were Warner Bros. Because they have a great success rate with their movies, and we know that if we were to sell our movie to Warner Bros, they would get us the best sales possible, and we would be more successful with Warner Bros than with any other production company, in our opinion. The production process. For our production process, we spent majority of our time on Studio Binder, doing writing our scripts and our storyboards and our calendars and such before before the actual filming of the production. We were on Studio Binder for majority of our production process. For our technology, we used an iPhone 11 camera to record our film, because we know the quality is great, and like we wouldn't be like it wouldn't be like laggy, and like it would be focused and good quality. And when editing, and the technology that we use when editing our film, we used WeVideo to actually edit our film, and we use CapCut to edit our production label. When it came down to mise en scène, we used a variety of aspects for our film. The aspects that we used were lighting, costuming, setting, and props. For our lighting, we used a steady flow of lighting throughout all the shots, which was a normal kind of office lighting. The costuming was based upon what we felt would be worn in in a real world situation. Dahlia wore a gray hoodie and black sweatpants, and the detective wore to all black instead of uniform to give the undercover kind of vibe off. For our setting, we used a conference room to give off the idea of an interrogation room. And for props, we only used a pad and a pen and headphones. For cinematography, we used a variety of shot types for a number of different reasons. Some examples are medium close-ups, which were used to show the importance of the two characters. We also used a long shot to introduce the characters in the beginning. An establishing shot was also used to show where the film will be taking place. We also filmed our opening scene in landscape so we could capture everything in the shot and so nothing would be cut out. For editing and sound, for our editing, for editing our film, we used WeVideo to help eliminate the problems other editing softwares may have had. We also use WeVideo and CapCut based on our own history of usage with the two. We for editing we did not have to do much besides transitions for our shots and editing the frames. When it came down to our sound, majority of the film was dialogue, which is the actors just speaking in the film instead of it being edited over in the film. We actually did use a voiceover when Dahlia had a panic attack, and then we had some suspenseful music at the beginning to grab the viewer, and some suspenseful music at the end to hold the viewer. The review. Me and my group worked so hard on producing this opening scene, making a lot of mistakes, but still learning something new from the whole experience. I learned to not be afraid and try something new, since my group and I had to take a lot of risks to complete.